The distribution and industry in general has been changing quite a bit in the last couple of years, and it just seems like it's accelerating. Uh, what is happening with it, and how is it affecting independent film?
Well, I'm happy to say, first of all, that I think it is really, really good for independent film, although it's going to feel very different from what indies have been used to for the past couple of years.
Mm,
And the reason that I say that is where the opportunities for your film to earn revenue and get exposure for you as a filmmaker and your films is really what's changing dramatically. And we'll spend a lot of time today, talking about those changes. And it really affecting every aspect of the industry. It's affecting the film markets. It's affecting production. It's affecting the distribution opportunities, and it is drastically changing. I think where people need to think about, their film and where it's going to get exposure. Um, I think in the past we used to think about. Oh, I'd say like 4 years ago, like if you'd asked me where am I going to make the most money on my indie film, I might have said iTunes,
right.
right? And then 3 years ago, I might have said Amazon.
Mm.
And 2 years ago or a year ago, I might have said Tubi. And what's happened now is the shift from TVOD to SVOD to AVOD has just become like a tidal wave.
And for people that don't understand, what is the difference between TVOD, SVOD, and AVOD?
Okay. So TVOD, and some people call it PVOD, it means paid transactional. In other words, if somebody wants to watch your movie, they have to either buy it, and actually they're just buying the license to watch it forever. They're not actually buying it physically like we used to buy a DVD or a Blu-ray. Uh, or they can rent it for a certain period of time. Different platforms have different periods of time. Some are 24 hours, some are 48, some are 72. So, for examples of that would be like Amazon's paid transactional, regular Amazon, not Amazon Prime Video,
Mm.
which is their SVOD, but Amazon, Google Play, YouTube Movies, Fandango now. Voodoo was always a paid a TVOD, but is now a hybrid
Hmm.
because now there are people and platforms that are hybrid in the sense that they offer both SVOD and TVOD, or maybe AVOD and TVOD. So that takes care of paid transactional, which is TVOD. The second one is subscription based, where um, people that want to watch movies pay an annual fee, or they might pay a monthly fee, but they're paying a set fee, and then they get to watch as much as they want.
Mm.
So, for example, Amazon Prime is that. Netflix is, the granddaddy of subscriptions, and probably the most popular subscription channel on the planet.
Hmm.
They are certainly global now, and you pay a set fee and you can watch as many things that are on Netflix as you want. So that's SVOD, or subscription based VOD. And then the third one is AVOD, which is ad based video on demand. And that means that you can watch anything you want, anytime you want. However, you are going to be watching ads over the content, just like old fashioned television. Like back in the day when there were three networks, CBS, ABC, and NBC, you would watch a television show and every few minutes an ad would come on. Then you go up and get your popcorn or go to the restroom or whatever. And so a lot of people are very comfortable with that. And also because you don't have to pay anything for it, it makes content available to everyone. It really has democratized, viewing. And for indie films, that's a great thing because more and more people are not really willing to pay for films where they don't recognize a name, or they don't, recognize the director, so they'd rather just wait until it goes on an SVOD platform or an AVOD platform. Now, there's also kind of some variations on those things. Fast channels are they're free ad-supported channels, but they're programmed.
Hmm.
So you'll see that with like Philo, Pluto, those types of channels. So that is kind of like old-fashioned television in that shows are on and programmed at a specific time, and they have ads. So it's like a replacement for cable or a replacement for old-fashioned television.